time to look at the superior race.
Thanks, Davros, for the introduction. You can sit back there and enjoy today's topic, which is the Daleks. In particular, the Eaglemoss set, the Parliment set, which is a great set in itself. Contains 10 different Daleks, ranging from different episodes. Now, the Daleks are one of the most iconic symbols of Doctor Who, very well known, almost as easily recognisable as the Doctor himself. They come in many different types, with different colours, different weapons. Through the years, they've evolved into many different forms. So we're going to have a look at 10 of them today from the Eaglemoss set. And I have been collecting Eaglemoss for many years. I must have nearly the entire collection, but probably not them all, as there are so many out there, but they are fantastic in the detail of each one. The boxes themselves are collectible, but we are going to unbox these ones today, and we're going to have a little look at them. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is there a favourite one amongst this set, or if they are still yet to be reviewed, and I will happily try to provide information on them in a future episode. So grab a brew and let's go through. Now, I have had this set for a little while now, and I've obviously been through it before, but not on the channel, sharing it with you a lovely lot. So we will do that today. We will have a look at each Dalek, see where they come from, do a little unboxing of them, put them on the turnstile and have a look through. So today we're going to start with this one, which is the Genesis Dalek. From the Genesis of the Daleks, the Doctor lands on Skaro as the Daleks are created. Does he have the right to change history and stop them forever? You decide. The Genesis Dalek appears in the 1975 adventure Genesis of the Daleks. After appearing obedient to their creator Davros, they've announced they will no longer be subservient to anyone. They have been programmed to believe they are the superior creatures. Davros has made them too perfect as killing machines. You see that this Dalek has the blue eye stalk rings and smaller lights, or ears, whichever you'd like to call them. The gun boxes from 1965 onwards had flat tops instead of sloping backwards. Now the next one out of the box is the Necross Doic from A Revelation of the Daleks. The Daleks' evil and insane creator Davros has found a way to make humans into Daleks, so no one is safe. In the show, these Daleks haven't been created from the mutated callid tissue, such as developed from Davros' own body in Stolen Earth and Journey's End. These Daleks have been harvested from human bodies, ones left in cryogenic suspension on the planet Necross. This Dalek saw a steeper skirt and redesigned head, neck and shoulder, which made them a bit taller than the previous. She usually had 6 small slats around the front of the shoulders and over the gun boxes, but it left a gap at the front where the joint of the upper collar could be seen, so this one's got 7 small slats, resulting in one being exactly central at the front. Now the next one out, one of my favourites, the Special Weapons Dalek. Love the front of this one. That was from the Remembrance of the Daleks episode. One of the most powerful Daleks ever seen. With one shot, it can blast a Dalek to smithereens. This Dalek's from 1988, and there's never been another Dalek like this one. The Dalek's design had minor changes over the years, and the Special's Weapon Dalek ups the ante in the power stakes. It's got no eye stalk, so it had 360-degree vision. With a dome on top, it's got the single blaster in the front, no plunger arm. It also had the reinforced midsection. This unique creature was named the Abomination by its fellow Daleks. Part of the Imperial squad with no eye stalk or manipulator arm, there's only one thing this Dalek has been created for: destruction. Davros sends the Special Weapons Dalek into action to wipe out the renegade Dalek force and to take the hand of Omega from them. Now the next one out of the box is the Black Dalek. So the Black Dalek was from the Dalek invasion of Earth. That episode, the Dalek leader directs an insane operation to carve out Earth's core in order to turn it into a spaceship. In their first story, the Daleks have been completely uniformed. Introducing the Black Dalek, he introduced a hierarchy. The Black Dalek was the first unlike Dalek. It is not like the others and is somehow more Dalek than the others. A distillation of their evil, it's no wonder the Black Dalek has been a fan favourite ever since. This Dalek had a larger fender at the bottom and the black skirt, also had silver shoulder section, the manipulated arm, ray gun, the neck section and a black dome on top of it. It also has the parabolic dish on the back. The Daleks had made their mark when the TARDIS first had landed on Skaro. Now they had conquered planet Earth led by this legendary figure. Next out we have the Supreme Dalek from Remembrance of the Daleks. This episode is where they defeated in a war with the robotic Movellans, I think it was, and this Dalek searches for its kind while resisting a deadly virus. They are terrified of the virus the robots created and fear that other Daleks could be infected. This Dalek had a more slender skirt and shoulders, a bit of an oddball Dalek from 1984 adventure Resurrection of the Daleks. Surprisingly, it became the standard model. When this prop appeared on location for Resurrection of the Daleks, it had red lights. When it became the Supreme, its lights were changed to white lenses. Black Dalek was actually auctioned in 1986, where it fetched a massive £36,000 in aid of the Red Cross. This Dalek with its unique skirt was selected for repainting to later become the new Black Dalek. Next out we have the new Paradigm Supreme Dalek. Now this is from Victory of the Daleks. This Dalek is one of the new breed, travel back through a time corridor to help rebuild the Daleks. The Daleks were to be redesigned for the 5th series of Doctor Who and Matt Smith's new Doctor. So larger lights on the top, a deadlier looking eye stalk with the yellow design on the front, concertinaed neck section. It came with a manipulator arm and a bigger blaster. Also had a movie style base. I believe the original idea behind the hump on the back was for it to be a weapons hatch in the rear of the Dalek, but it became more budget conscious backpack. Unfortunately, the props department built it into the body of the Dalek skirt, which resulted in the humpback. Next one out of the box, we have the Gold Dalek. Now this one was from Day of the Daleks. This Dalek was the leader of its kind on 22nd century Earth, a planet ravaged by a nuclear war. It was New Year's Day 1972 that we saw the return of the Doctor's greatest enemies, led by this shining example. Day of the Daleks was the only story in which this particular version of the universe's most terrifying monsters appeared, but it's remained a fan favourite. There had never been a Dalek like the Gold Dalek seen on TV, but one very like it had been seen in the big screen version of the Dalek invasion of Earth. He was the leader of the Daleks on Earth, with an impressive golden livery and the jet black hemispheres. It's no surprise the production team, when they came to work in colour, went for gold. If you're getting some value out of this video, please do hit the like button, it really does help the channel to grow. And the next one out of the box, we have another Supreme Dalek. This one is from Planet of the Daleks, which was the Daleks took command of operations on the planet Spiridon, I think it was, where a massive Dalek army lay in wait to conquer the galaxy. Dalek creator Terry Nation's script asked for the most impressive Dalek that had been seen on TV. Doctor Who's producers called on his own army for this most ruthless of all Daleks. The Supreme Dalek, supreme in hatred. Only this Dalek killed one of its own because its victim wasn't evil enough. You definitely don't argue with this Dalek. This is quite the most impressive Dalek we've seen, with its oversized lights and its unique eye stalk. Also got a unique neck section and a broader gun stick. With the manipulated arm, black and gold livery, and again its movie Dalek fender. The neck of the Supreme Dalek is missing its vertical rods, so the rings appear wider than normal. This effect is exaggerated by the added vertical edges. Next up we have the last Dalek, or just known as Dalek from the episode Dalek, funnily enough. This Dalek was one of the only survivors of the Time War, an evil fascistic creature without mercy. The Doctor discovers he's not the only survivor of the Time War when he finds one of his greatest enemies deep underground. This figure shows the Dalek just after it is regenerated thanks to the temporal energies of time-travelling Rose Tyler, and the Dalek draining the energy of the western seaboard of the United States. It knows it must seek, locate and destroy anything that isn't Dalek, but it needs orders. But as the only Dalek left, who will give them? The top of the skirt and the base of the shoulders are painted gold. The Ascension Island Dalek is the only Dalek with that exact livery, making it unique. The skirt isn't precisely symmetrical, unlike in earlier series. Now, as a bonus one, not out of the set, but one of my favourite Daleks is the Ironide Dock from Victory of the Daleks. Now, this is a fantastic figure and is one that appeared in the Churchill episode. It was working alongside, shall we say, I put some quotes on that, the British Empire. Hence why it's got the British flag on the front. So let's have a look. Now, I'm not going to drop any spoilers about this episode because it is from the 11th Doctor's era and some of you may still be watching it, but this is a fantastic figure and one that I really do enjoy. I love the colour, the design, and the storyline in the episode is absolutely amazing. I love the saddlebags on the side and the little Union Jack on the front of it under the eye stalk. This has got the blacked out earmuffs. It's wartime. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look through these Eaglemoss figures of the Daleks. Let me know which one's been your favourites in the comments, and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.